hello there, little monsters. It's Princeton Vice. Let us know if you can hear us out there in the world. We are, this week, just myself and Memento Murray. Demonica couldn't make it. She sends her love or hate or something like that. It was kind of vague which emotion she was sending. Um, but it's me and Memento Murray. What? I don't remember signing up for this. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you are. No, 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 no. This is not in my contract. I don't do late nights. This is, no, no, no. Come on. Nah, do it for me. Oh, definitely not. The game has cute girls in it. I'm staying for now. No promises later. Okay, thank you. No, don't want that. No, never, never, never. All right, so the game we're going to be playing today is going to be Hooked on You. And if you've never played this before, it's a spin-off game of Dead by Daylight. Let's start with that one first. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the samples of Dead by Daylight so you know what we're looking for here. So Dead by Daylight is a asymmetric video game where you play as either one hunter or a group of 4 survivors. You can play it with your friends or connection. You can play with random and people on the online internet. Any of those are fine. And the way of doing it is that you have there's several different killers, hunters, serial killer characters that you're going to be possibly facing or playing as. One is the Trapper, and they're kind of this big, bulky figure. They're kind of a Jason Voorhees kind of figure. They got a creepy mask. They got a giant club on there. They got a bear trap. They snack people, and oh, those always hurt. They do indeed. Next one you have here is the Wraith, who's kind of a figure that's kind of like a Candyman or a Michael Myers, the Shape, somewhere in between there. He's the lithe, slender killer who sneaks up from you from nowhere. Next one we have is the Huntress. Oh, she's the one. She's my type. No, no, I mean, yeah, she's big and burly, kind of Russian themed. She's got this weird, creepy bunny mask, which shouldn't work, but it kind of does. She's got some, bare feet there. And the last one is the Wraith, I think is her name, or the Ghost. Let's see what exactly it's called. I lost the page that had her name on it, but yeah, she's the Wraith. She's I think Japanese character. And she's kind of like the white lady kind of myth in Japanese mythology, similar figure. All right, and those are our major characters here. Well, Dead by Daylight is a similar thing, um, except except you can also date them. That's right. This is the dating game spinoff, which shouldn't, in theory, work, but let's see if it does. So let's grab that here best we can. I did have my picture here. Let's see if I can get my picture back on there. There we are. Hello, you can see my picture in the corner there. More importantly, you can see my face. All right, so here we go. Let's give this game a try. All right, so I think I got it working here, but I for some reason don't have the desktop audio. So let's even try to fix that if I can. I was getting it before. Let me try one thing, try to fix it. Try now. Desktop audio. We not be able to get any sound on this then. But that's fine. That's fine. We're going to make it work. We're going to have a lovely time. Game capture. Talk amongst yourselves. Friday the 13th is neither Friday the 13th nor the discuss. It's both. I guess it kind of is both. All right, so we're just going to go on without the audio from the game for some reason. Don't know why that's not playing. So let's jump in here. We got a new game, new file. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before you started, what shall we call you? Enter your name. Butts. No, we're not adding Butts as our name. All right, let's go with Seymour then. Seymour is with a U, right? Seymour? Yep. Yeah, that worked just fine. Seymour Butts. Really? Suddenly Seymour. Seymour. Cough, cough, cough. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet. Salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. It really wasn't worth knowing, trust me. What you know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. All right. Cough, cough. Wow, went really down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute. Can I go on? Because I can give you a minute, this narrator, apparently. We'll give you plenty of time. Endless time, really. Ocean, in eternity, if you catch my drift. Oh, not now, Ocean. Remember Seymour. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay, then. As I was. Cough, cough. Dot, dot, dot. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of the newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back in the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh, it's a human head. There we go. Not so cozy. A decomposing face stares at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did I get here? How did I get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming, well-spoken voice in your head? Well, answers do not come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? The options are run, close your eyes, dig up that face. Dig up the face! Dig up the face! Alright, I guess I'm digging up the face. Yep, dig it up. Oh, there it is again. Not very pretty. Brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Oh, it's got a gold coin in its mouth. Not just a body, this head. As you pick it up, flakes of the skin falls to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. The ocean says, "Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take-charge type." The ocean, so beautiful. I'll examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what otherwise seemed an extremely confusing morning. Sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin to suppose, so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Why not? Money comes, money goes. Okay, just a second here. Technical difficulties. All right, I'm just double checking that I got the audio working. Why not? Why not? We have two people show up. We have, hello there, I'm Dwight. And I'm Claudette. We'll take that. Claudette quickly relieves you of your gold coin and tosses it to Dwight, who bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her. And this is for you. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Claudette presents you with a tropical drink. When you take a sip, you find it is incredible. Money well spent, in your estimation. Oh, Onviv confirms that we can be heard. Yay! All right, but you gotta ask: could somebody maybe design a next one of these dating sims to be all inclusive? It really takes some of the fun and the fantasy vacation to be watching your wallet the entire time. How insensitive of them. Alright, should I thank them for the delicious drink, or this is suspicious? Spit it out. No, no, drink the whole thing. We have not, Viv.
Hi.
Thanks for the drink. It was delicious. You're welcome. Did someone just thank us? Just go with it, Dwight. It's normally thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer in your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. It's a volleyball! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare down frozen. A voice calls out from behind. She's a Russian, isn't she? The Russian, yes. He's a little help, please. You turn around to see what's waiting for you. Your jaw just about hits the ground. Jaw drop! Blah! Yep, we have, the Wraith. We have, I think it's the Ghost, the Spirit. We have the Trapper. Not your type. 4 gorgeous monsters stands halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Yeah, they're all pretty. Not gonna lie. So by contrast, remember what we had images before. We have our Trapper here, who I gotta love. When they put him in a swimsuit, they put him in an old-timey strongman swimsuit, and I just freaking love that. That is adorable. The first one is we have the.
Oh, hell yes.
We have the Huntress. Yeah, Aunt Viv has my taste too. We have the Huntress. We have the Wraith, who's kind of the Candyman, Michael Myers figure. We have the Japanese Ghost Girl, and we have the Jason Voorhees big bear character. All right. I want to get to the stand between me and the volleyball court, but I want to get to the volleyball court. I want to get to the volleyball court. Each of them moves with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Good that they specify. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers? I don't know, just to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rushing through your mind at once. Your mind? Yeah, so you're completely paralyzed. The Trapper. Well, hello? These are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? Okay, toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing. Oh yeah, gotta play it cool. Don't say anything, don't do anything, just say. Just stand there, brooding, and who am I kidding? All right. Should I toss it back? Should I kick it back? Anyone in the chat? Do you have any thoughts? No? Okay. All right. I think I'll just do it myself here. Let me kick it back. Kick it back old school. You know, that works. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the ball, sending it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. Oh ho! It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you, silently observing your unsportsmanlike shame. Ooh, ow, every single face. Ow, ow. They must be wondering, have you ever even seen the volleyball before? That's surely what they're wondering right now. It's not a soccer ball. What a dork. You feel so awkward that you can barely see straight, but through the haze of your embarrassment, you catch Wraith looking at you from the corner of your eye. Huntress jogs the rest of the way to grab the volleyball, and they all turn and head back to the court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat the volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Not very sporting of them. Should be frightened, worried, excited. I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing on their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Do not be scared, Zimmer. You are made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says it's not scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. Huzzah! With no good reason to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you derailed the volleyball game just by showing up.
You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit.
And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best not to go with that Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands.
Screw it. Don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence, that is.
Besides, you seem like a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here?
I mean, they're here to do. You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination?
Deep sigh. That's Wraith. That sigh that means he is done with the game too. I thought I saw a butterfly or something.
Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not?
You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh. Well, I mean, if I had to go one way, if I had to lose my head, Murray, you know what? Yep, I'm gonna leave that one there.
Oh yeah, not yet.
Hey, Seymour, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There's plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. No pressure. This is a time quiz. It will be important, it will be very important later. Alright, so here we go. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember.
How attractive would you say you are?
Let's go with very, sure. I'd say I'm very attractive.
That's what you think very attractive is compared to this?
Trapper flexes his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. Wraith. If you had any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, super strength. Ooh, that's tricky. I don't see a timer here, so let's go with super strength. Super strength would be cool.
Strength is about muscles. True strength is up here.
You expect Trapper to point to his head, but instead he taps to one of his bulging shoulders.
It's specifically in these muscles. Nobody gives a shit about your calves.
What was your best subject in school?
Math, history, skipping class. Oh, let's go with history.
History? Nice. It's important to know what came before so you're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still.
What's your favorite animal? Dog, cat, mustelid. It's very rare that one puts mustelid on there. Mustelid is the same family of, I think, weasels, ferrets, wolverines. I think skunks too. Let's go with mustelid. Mustelids, 100%. To be honest, you have no idea what a mustelid is, and you're just hoping that some sweet secret answer that results in a hilarious Easter egg, right? Because there's no Easter egg. It's just another word for ferrets and stuff like that. I knew that. Ha ha. Noid. What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old corpse. Let's go with blood red. Red. Some call it the
color of love. What love is just another word, but love is just another word for pain. What's your dream job?
Astronaut, nightclub performer, not working at all. Nightclub performer, let's go with that. Definitely nightclub promoter. Everyone groans, and let's be honest, they're right to do so.
Luring folks in the dark? Not just anyone can do that. Best flavor of ice cream.
Vanilla chocolate horse flesh. Horse flesh. With sprinkles. Who has flesh? The ocean says, fresh flesh, the secret of the deep. I mean, ocean sounds. Swish, swish. Caca.
My favorite flavor is pain.
Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I've ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, and am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before you go too much further. What do you say if you want to survive? Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons here now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule of this island, even for faceless bosses. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla, chocolate, or slash mint chip. Well, he says mint chip, let's go with that. Best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're going to do just fine. Anywho, now that you know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them.
I'm Trapper. Pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person in the whole island.
Doesn't strike me as rich.
Don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith.
I think it is him like a cool cat, daddy-o. I'm Wraith, nothing like anybody else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. I think I was doing Marilyn Monroe for her.
So what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I really hate most things, really, either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is careful, calculated lie to keep everyone subservient in power. It's better to choose to just not take part.
Jesus, like she's downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. No, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story. No, that's exactly what happened. Hi, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love.
And there is, if you know what I mean.
Grow up.
Grow a body.
I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a little ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it.
Whatever, fog body.
I think I played Kita off a fog body. It's not nice. He's not nice.
You'll love it.
Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting.
That's why she likes it.
Don't speak for me. I also hate it.
Stop speaking entirely, actually.
For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough.
If you're done playing, let's do something else instead.
Well, for once, I actually agree with the meathead.
I say we go to my yacht. There's this massive boat dock nearby. We'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power.
Wraith rolls his eyes.
Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness.
Oh, Vision, you're back. Hello! Sorry you missed a bit. They catch you up. You're stranded on a random island with 4 of these undead hotties, who are probably going to kill us by the end of this. I did a random survey where I had to pick the favorite ice cream. Horse flesh wins. No, I hate the endless, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flattened needlessly, and the cruelty and genders. What about hanging out by the pool? Find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about the volleyball game? We can exercise and have fun as a group.
Are you serious? It's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides I hate being in the sun.
Where do you want to go? Okay, the options are Looks like the lounge, I think, the beach, the volleyball, and the yacht. Much as I want to die very horrifically, very very soon, let's go with volleyball. I like Huntress. I hate that they interrupted the game. You should finish it. Yay! I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. I also love to bring them home to play. I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously, you are too. I like you already. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, if you, well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly with an X. Hold on, just for one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinator. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Ba-da-da-da! Maybe that's not the one they wanted. None of the others survived. They haven't survived the interview process. I mean, hence why they shall henceforth be referred to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here for a long time, so very long. I actually don't know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We'll now escort the group to the... I was one with Midwestern, that's right. We'll now escort the group to the venue of their choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible so you don't run off into various activities unsupervised. We don't want to call it Midwest. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least we can do is allow us to do our job. The most we can do is help us get off this island. Right. Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yeah, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option, or should I be trying to escape? Escape them! Oh no! I think you're mistaken. Seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh right, yes, that's true. He was, but he just meant he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It's much fancier accommodations than this island, Murderer's Island. This island that you're currently on with a bunch of murderers. One of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Quite luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm this little island does, how? Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. All that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. Time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I guess I picked one already, so look at the volleyball again. Well, it's so exciting to have someone in athletics on the island. Spirit and race are so boring, and Trapper is so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness he didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person wants to be sitting duck in the middle of open ocean? They're just asking for a sneak attack from an elk. I wonder how long it would take for her to bring up an elk attack. I don't think there's many elks in the ocean. Game starting up again. Make sure you're watching class. She's really something, huh? Yeah. Elk don't swim. Live in forest long enough, you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, good stuff. The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court and resumed the match they are playing before you arrived. Hey, fancy a lemonade? I see you're working up a thirst, eyeing those bouncing buns playing volleyball. Claudette hands you a lemonade. Ooh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Would you like to bet on to win, Who's the MVP of your little heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of the killers to hear you talking about them, or Not talking about them if they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone. Please, it's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, lifetime, year, eternity, or anything. Who put sand in this guy's shorts? Heesh. Okay, I think, well, who do I pick? Let's vote for a bunny girl. Huntress? Oh shoot, Huntress overheard you. Oh, you've got your eye on me? I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky that you can barely see me at all. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on the island, right? Oh, geez, I've no idea what the rules are around here. Are there even rules? I should have stayed in my secret Larry. My secret Larry. Wait, he was in his secret Larry? Well, what a game! It's a tie. Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one really knows since everyone's first time playing. These killers don't usually have time for team sports and their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shred. Hey, is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened. It's nothing. Totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh, look, the killers have dispersed and are all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel. Trappers stretching sensuously between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately holding on, hoping that the sand will swallow him up. And Huntress is doing some target practice with her beloved hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. You should really make a move. Life is short. You can get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem, carpe diem, carpe noem. Go ahead, chat one of them. Distract them while we sneak out the back. So which killer has caught your eye? I'm guessing still Huntress. I don't know why I want to change it this part. Head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You're really great out there. Where'd you learn the move like that? By watching Laverne and Shirley. Oh, whose moves? My moves? These moves? Oh, they're nothing. Huntress blushes a bit beneath her mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past past some bloodstains. That's a way to live life, you know? Sometimes you just gotta look past the bloodstains. A lot of men have run from their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. I guess I never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who's coming for you, through the brush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom. Quack, quack, quack. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand. You're going to need to compensate for your lack of a killer instinct. What's your style? Grit, imagination. He seems a very imaginative type, Seymour. By lacking finesse, I try to make up for an imagination. I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid. I can imagine the two of us, panting, sweating, our clothes torn. I'm with you, our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff's rock face as we climb. Not exactly where I was going, but sure, I'm flexible. Up to the cavern entrance, a dark cave slick with dew, shimmering in moonlight. And back with you. A pack of wolves await us there, friends, enemy, dinner. We look into our other's eyes back at wolves, and together we all howl. Ow! It sure sounds exciting. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Come everyone, the fun and games can't be over already. I get it. Volleyball? Not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. Alright, let me bring that down just a little bit. It's time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. I saw you surveying me like prey on volleyball court, Seymour. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air, and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving at you, she's handing it to you. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Don't just aim those things at me. Haha, you can't even see me. Can you? Can you see me? Minigames consist of two parts. On top, the pointer, which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, a target that you are pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Okay. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer, while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target, you lose. To achieve a perfect score, land on the target in the target area, not the end. Okay. Ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I think I got that. Let's give it a try. What have I got to lose? My life? Ready. Away we go. Show them what you want. Ho-ho! Perfect! I got it! Yay! I knew those extra minor I got in axe throwing in college would pay off. Oh, a little harder. Perfect! Oh, missed terribly. You missed completely. Ah! You missed completely! Oh! You missed completely! Impressed. I'm impressed. A worthy opponent. Well, I guess I'm on easy mode because me getting, what was it, 2 or 3 out of 5 is not that great. I mean, it could have been better, but who's keeping score? For the record, I am. You got 4 points.
Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like my stabbing to be a bit more close and personal.
Somewhere a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action. Time's up! You heard him. Get to the next activity! Hurry! Hurry! Well, you still can. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables and scattered around. Well, you're expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly in front of you, directly around you. Oh, and great, terrific, it seems everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. Start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Who's Trickster? Oh, that's Trickster. Hey, oh, hey, Trickster's here. Surprise? Well, you should. They don't call him Expectedster. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. My whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, I'm looking good, Seymour. You're looking good, Seymour. Real good. We literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They fit the table. They can't fit the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it's an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. Let there be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? I like it. I like it. Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy, sexy arms. Now everyone's seated, we can begin dinner.
Everyone's meal is prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what we're serving. What are we eating?
Yeah, it's meat.
Seasoned with a specific number of herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
My favorite. Unspecified.
The meat is good. Meat is murder.
Which you know, considering what you've been up to. Which you know, considering what you've been up to. Where'd you get judgy now?
It's just sharing facts. You need to murder something to eat its meat, so it's like technically true.
Technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey Seymour, what you thinking? What I'm thinking? It's gotta be a person on the spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. Haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints. You know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be a fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think it might be sick. Is there anything else to eat?
It took 12 hours.
And we do literally everything on this island.
Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. Not carving this delectable meal.
Well, he's right for change, because I am, with my brodex, is perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
First, who says twain? Sometimes he's like dead for like 100 years. Sometimes I swear it's like you're from a completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
Ah, you two in a ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs.
The hell it is!
Show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you like.
Please stop. Please. I hate when you fight or talk, or even when you look each other in the eye. I could do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great. Instead of slicing it, you can club it like a second death. Hey, Seymour, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but heard haven't volunteered to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Otherwise, it'll go on for hours. No hyperbole. Once they argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours straight. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value of them maintaining their tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, maintaining their tools, because the tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're very terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner?
Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated it when it got cold.
Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Mini games consist of two parts. On first, top a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, a target you're pointing at. So things are the same thing. Sometimes the target is immediately visible. Sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while at the target to win. Fail to land the target, and you will lose. Lose! Lose, I say. Achieve a perfect success. Land on the start of the target area, not the end. Same as before. Ready to play? Or would you like a repeat? Let's do it. Ready. Away we go. Slice. Oh, got it. Perfect. Mostly not bad. Perfect. Not bad. Up, really off. Missed completely.
That's pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb.
Dinner is served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? I mean, this is obviously hell. I mean, right? Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight are the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this net perfect. Aren't the only ones. Or at least they're lifting the mask. There's only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Hey, Spirit, why aren't you hungry?
The two best things about being dead is not having to eat.
That's only one thing?
Think about it, Seymour. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I had no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I mostly a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut of my abdomen is? Do you think my detective tech connects anymore?
Between the food and behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. I don't know, there's the one time I went to White Castle. I'm kidding. It was a Long John Silver. But even worse, they are staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like it. They think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? This is gross. I'm sorry. Look at that seagull. Bet that seagull's pretty tasty. Yeah. When in doubt, call it a handy distraction and run. Ow. Wow, have you ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't. It's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect.
Yeah, she's right, Seymour. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise.
Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are or how you got here?
Yes, you did, poor thing.
You've no idea the last time you ate a real meal and you've been standing in the sun?
But the seagull. Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear. I'm beginning to feel lightheaded. He waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or somebody poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Could have been lemonade. Never trust a lemonade that's not spiked. Hey, it's me again, the mysterious Deep. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how you feel about this characterization. Not sure how I feel about this characterization, but I will allow it. I brought you here. I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you unless you follow the right path. Or at least the right path. There are too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. And what? Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where we were. Alright? Well, this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters, there can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you're near? Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I've got to get up to this ocean character. They really got some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've had many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Or the choices might be yours to make, but they are mine to reward. The what? Reward. Reward. Your French accent's pretty dead. Yeah, I know. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Well, good. You're okay. Sometimes when I try to care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when they started. Would you like to be, which would be a total bummer if it happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy living person around. Usually I'm just following the same routine of smashing someone's head open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared. They're too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. I feel nervous. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But it's not really going to narrate that fact, I'm well, say it out loud as a single word, just like some creep, Just you went all out there, didn't you? Beautiful mask, your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now you're awake and talking. You gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person who ever asked me that. Yes, I did. You seem quite quirky and cool. If you could do anything, own an Etsy store, be a doctor, why is it that you kill people? Hunter sighs. You can practically see the memories flicker across her eyes. But she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Except, when on Murder's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and you can chow down on jerky essentially, right? Yeah, the sexiest thing in the world is snapping into a Slim Jim. I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing, what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there. You do not play around, Seymour. I respect that. I, oh, she's adorable when she's flustered. And just takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with her personal questions. Kudos to you, Seymour. Kudos. There's one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest giggles bubbling up from behind Huntress's mask. At least it wasn't elk. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Oh, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow, or show some of your knowledge of being advanced humaning? Show her a thing or two. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching into the bag of jerky. Take the bray off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back an attractive swoop. Swoop! There it is! Much better. Huntress is so happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on the strange island. Only to find his Dwight and Claudette spinning across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving at the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary. Each event is scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points is not a part of the evening activities. It's strictly slotted for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick. No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after flirting. When your flirting really fails. Go, go, go! I know some trip. I've met yacht tour coordinators. Yeah, this doesn't sound very far off. Once everyone has gathered by the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but somebody, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities. And we've only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story.
Just one story, but story time my favorite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience.
You're telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who?
Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now, I swear. I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. Clean, like real clean. No fuss, no muss.
Voice trembling, you realize that it's probably you who, probably for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I don't really understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of the time while I was passed out.
Been there before. Even though they're taking some pressure off me, which is absolute dream come true, it's really fair to pick on the newbie.
Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once?
Don't, damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick they'll drown in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice, and occasionally Julian.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. And yet nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. No, I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Nobody. Nope, that's me now. We still gotta get started on story time, so. Seymour, who do you think should go? Darn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. When in doubt, let's double down. Let's go with more Huntress. I choose you, Huntress. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with those catchphrases, will you? Huntress, I choose you. She is not a Pokemon. Huntress steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There is a village outside the deep and ominous red wood. No child dared step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safety from the unknown. Grown men that ventured into would often never return, and sounds that echoed into the village were something inhuman. The women of the village told the story to the young children, hoping that this would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half human, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear it into her domain, and not a precocious child nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches. She drives stick. And those who have seen her say she wears a mask of hair stained with blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally on the skull of many unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there, for what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said the huntress, as the villages called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girl she came across in the forest. Instead, they suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way they'd be warm. That way they'd be out of harm's way. The hunters would even bring the girls presents. Toys she filtered from other bodies, masks she'd fashioned out of things from the cottage, little dolls made of girls in grass and twigs. But these toys did not quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would starve away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the huntress has never learned to care for a human child. see a tear creep from underneath Hunter's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. Sleep, my darling, tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight. Else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence as you feel the need to contribute this stirring moment. Join in singing, slow clap, make a joke. Bongos, play the bongos. I'm kidding, playing the bongos is never a good option. Let's go with singing. They'll snatch you up between your teeth, up if on the bed's edge you sleep, drag you to the forest deep beneath the quaking tree. Hunters can't believe you know the song. You share an intimate glance across the campfire. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the little woolly sheep. Tuck so tightly you must keep, or he will come for you. Song ends and you're both met with silence around the campfire. I love that song, Baya Bayushka, the old Soviet lullaby, right? It is the song my mother used to sing for me before bed every night. But now I must go. The memories, they are so much. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment to sing alone, the moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you are alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. It's me, I am the ocean. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up. He's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you looking lovely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. You know, I've been hearing about from these guppies all day, but I want to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. I'm a hidden Easter egg. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of this cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. If anything like any other Tomies, that means he's probably an unlockable character, but you haven't unlocked him yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you like my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead man, a huntress, bunny mask. I find that all stories are better with sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat the barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse all this campfire with it deep in the hot tub. Shall we? Okay. Dipping in that tub with Huntress, you've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't feather her and offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk about the fishes of the deep. You and your story friends slip into the water. Just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're pretty sure your killer companion would handle it. Before you run off, I want to make something clear. You know that half-woman, beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. No way. How cool. No way, how cool. Yeah, I got that. Let's play dumb. No way, how cool. It's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress, faux shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth, what do you think of my tale? Does it make you a best-selling author such as comedic man Dostoevsky? No, it feels more comedic like, Chekhov. There's a really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle, and end, riveted from the start, plus the woman in the forest. I mean, you are clearly not a true villain. You're just a traumatized child. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Hunter's eyes leer at you from behind her mask. She's at the time in the spotlight, and she's playing coy now. Call out her tired storytelling. Never! Oh, never! Even if I wasn't trying to seduce her or let her seduce me, I would never call it retired storytelling. That just sounds mean. Chuckle luckily at Huntress's statement of the obvious. Why are you laughing? Can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love. Can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. Notice the temperature has dropped significantly, perhaps despite your steamy company. Trial run. I got a word here that pops up. You're beginning the hang of it, or so you think. A little chilly, and your base shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, eh? We hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves you're about to unveil themselves. Yep, those are some definitely smooth moves. But it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tuckered out. We'll see you tomorrow, Seymour. Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shot in her teeth and then bites on hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what he's doing. It's kind of hard to tell. Good night, my little snake. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. Ha ha. Get over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Look into the crackling embers. You think about Huntress's story of the half-human beast that abducted all of those innocent children and attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you a staken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? Before you dwell on it too much, your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. They're now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight.
We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, so we're going to have to make you comfortable or die trying.
Hand over a pillow and the blanket, welcome to snuggle up by the fire.
Perhaps some music will put you at ease.
Or just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type who want to rob their beauty sleep. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Alright, here we go. Another minigame. Special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Huh. No, not technically. Wherever the punter sleeps, that's your result. I see. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, then it's a bit like losing, but no one has to tell you if you don't tell them. Alright, let's go with it. I am ready. Ready. Away we go. As you relax and look in the fire, the radio begins to buzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you must adjust the dial and fix it. Oh, I see. I don't hear if the sound is supposed to become playing or not. 94. It's on this station. 96. I can't hear what it is, darn it. Oh, gosh darn. I guess I'm gonna turn it off. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. We'd like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire. Yeah, let's not detrap her at this point. That would be kind of dumb. Huntress, are you around this morning if I could get a little company? Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Is tea. If Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea is always done trick. When I'm not cutting the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this wasn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. Dark voice familiar speaks to you again. Shouldn't be as spooky, but by now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is undeniably cool, odd. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss their bell around, huh? Would have hurt so much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards. I'm just saying. I'm out here, all the time. Still awake to see someone looming over you. Ray stares at you awkwardly. He says nothing, just stares. You look around to see if there's something going on behind you or on the other side, but nope, he's just staring. Oh, you're awake. Saw you with Huntress right before bedtime. Are you making some sort of alliance? Are you with... Wraith scans the horizon. Them? I'm just making sure you are who you say you are. I've been burned before. Sometimes off this island since you and something seems off on this island since you arrived. Even more than usual. So maybe we could talk about this tomorrow? Or just, since you got here, we could have a really nice day tomorrow. Together. Says you have no idea how long I've been here with these monsters. To be honest, I have no idea either. They're just awful, boring, loud, and stupid. Yeah. Sorry to hear, buddy. Sorry to hear. You're different. There's finally someone here on my level. You're thoughtful, interesting, gentle. I think we could, have fun. I could show you some cool stuff if you want. If you don't, that's totally cool. I get it. No pressure. In fact, probably just forget I was here. Good night. If I had to date a second game of this, I could totally see romancing him. Not this run though. Probably alone for real this time. Maybe. We drift off to sleep again. Hopefully they're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are you? This isn't. Oh, geez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. There were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bad shit or ultimately perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a winner, no matter what happens. What do, what do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Okay. Attractive, mysterious. Yep, both those things. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was cured by elk, and I had to wash her entrails off my serifan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I know, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all time, Major Buzzkill, and Trapper. Ugh, where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I am perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I am fit as fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on a huge part of this thing called life.
To be honest, I just want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. This person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now. One false step and, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and you call me Evan, I'm gonna kill the Chiron guy. I'm not really sure about the Seymour. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate. So I'm probably good for Seymour so it's probably good for Seymour if they just keep ignoring me. On the other hand, there's something about them that could work out for this plan or for me.
Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine.
You survived your first day. As far as accomplishments go, this is... You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. Not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Crabs. It's always crabs. These elk. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You're really here for another day, and you have no idea. Why, you have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, you see the rest of the gang hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. Thought you might like a cup of Joe to start this incredible morning day off right. Teresa seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Wanna wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is I won't be a bigger part of it, because you haven't unlocked me yet. Budgeting issues. Also, just swap with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. But I'm great on a skateboard. Radical. He definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so that they can have a good morning. He's almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want him casually pointing, imprisoning, or torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, and the type of place you give a 5, 5, 10, 10, 2 thumbs up review, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure you leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Besides, who has hot coffee on the beach? Just Jesse, I'm looking out for you. Can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did you, a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator, physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floors don't recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I do not need a requisition. I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I'd like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if the place isn't an eternal prison of pain, I'm not saying that it is. Even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5, 5, 10, 10 thumbs up review if it's crafted with love. And/or that's the type of thing you're into. You know the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whatever possible start from the mindset of giving them a benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, it's not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies. That's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries and tacos. We have to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment. Not to be overly critical of them. Are you trying to sell me this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do that on the second morning. Sad, really. Even though they do make some great points. Oh, sure they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on now? Well, yes, of course. Apologies, Seymour. Actually, the last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I've been having a loving time. Yes, it's been really entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Seymour isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. 0 chance. They're still clicking. Even right now, to see how you'll respond. But look at that. They don't know anything. It doesn't matter, though, Seymour. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say, actually, I was technically having fun. We're all having fun, Seymour. Did you hear us? We're all having fun. If you need to ask one more question, though, we all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Okay. Yes, I hereby agree to participate in this verbal contract stating that I, Seymour, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Hey, Seymour, it's still totally cool if we have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in the positive review, because you know that nobody reads negative reviews of games resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Gladette have gone into a trance. But the grumbling I hear from your belly can only mean one thing. Breakfast. All right, so I'm going to try to go for a little bit longer, see if I can get this. If it's going to be another hour, I might have to bow out early, but let's keep going for a little bit more longer. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls in the dining area, to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes, bacon, and so much for entertaining their beach pods. They're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? And yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful, mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't.
Be honest, we didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is like 50-50 best, so good luck.
Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. The huntress steps to talk about her feelings. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart. Something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go into the kill, but softer, warmer. Sounds like it could be love, or maybe just indigestion from all that raw beef she had last night. Ah, well. That surely must be it. No one would be weirdly stand up during breakfast, too. And just like that, here comes Spirit.
If I look especially well rested this morning, it's because I slept well. As you know, I'm too much dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to my best not constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. If you mind, I'm going to go back quietly to resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Tee-hee.
Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith.
I'm glad the introduction to Seymour and our island paradise, yeah, that was in quotations, don't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. I'm asking a question too. It's when will Wraith shut up?
And now they're looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything for myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep 'em wanting more. You're good at this game, sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, he heads off to tub by himself to clear he had yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get in there, someone catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. That's okay, Bright. You know, I must be pressuring a relationship into one of these 4 fine killers, but it seems like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay, as much I serve to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed.
Yeah, no, stick it in there a little more. Yeah, that's it. How does it feel?
Intense.
Nice.
Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable.
Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that?
Just like that?
Exactly like that.
I swear, I had no idea these two even, whatever it is they're doing. Afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything.
Oh, wow, look at that super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left in the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some?
Damn it!
Come on, a little privacy, please.
Grace panting Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes.
Sorry, I didn't know anyone else would. How to let. I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. You know what? What do you think we were doing?
You were doing. I don't know exactly what you're doing. It sounded like fun.
You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun?
Oops.
We have 5 minutes of ourselves 5 minutes of self every day. We hope spend it hoping to stab each other in just the right spot so we won't get resurrected. Come to believe that the key is finding the exact place to bleed out of, and I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there?
Makes sense to me.
We actually think we were me, him, Dwight.
You only have to laugh that hard. They get it. Yeah. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all your entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Seymour. You're going to need it. Hey, you want to figure out how to escape this island? Please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? Aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree, is bending over to screw with you. It's no tree at all. It's hey, babe. Ah, trickster again. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just get up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or like 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You've seen my abs, by the way. Bow bow. Maybe you can see them later. Private stage on the other island, you know, IP Island, where all my Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Get you around. Zob's abs are pretty amazing. I gotta give him that. And the blow up bat, threatening but adorable. It makes an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't got to give him anything. We're not the best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Now that guy is gone, and we've had some ground rules established we are definitely going to abide by this time. It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit, a pocket knife. Last will and testament. Decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up in this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing together. Are you ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. Shut up, I thought that was good. Look up this towering goddess trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go out with her, that trapper interjects.
I demand you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet when you can have everything you ever wanted?
Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, the silent has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Huntress? I gotta go with Huntress. Whee! I haven't been murdered yet. I unlocked Forest Friend. Is that blood on your mask, or are you just happy to see me? You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves or excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying? Huntress is as quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny bush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize you've arrived. A cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories, and you come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need invitation? Are you a vampire? You have to tell me if you're a vampire. Yeah, no. Oh. Is it just me, or did Hunter seem a little disappointed? Didn't pick her for a lover of the thing, but hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. Go in the creepy little cottage. Fall inside, it's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but has a certain homey charm. You quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed, she is. A chandelier made of bones hanging from the foyer ceiling, and collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? Well, that gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I'm more of a minimalist. I could learn to love this. It's so much. Let's see here. What's the right answer? I do not want to get murdered. No. I could learn to like this? I can certainly learn to like this. The whole place is kind of tactile. There's so much to look at. The organized chaos makes me want to craft things with my hands. I knew you'd like it. Here, you have the eye of someone who appreciates fine stolen things. Oh, do I? Can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many goodies on the island. But first, you think of the other killers on the island. I mean, Trickster's pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they got interesting backstories and whatnot. Little gossiper, what are you playing at, Seymour? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. I hope to never be on the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why, are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You're not mad about it, but before you have any time to enjoy taking the most moment in. Oh my gosh! Oh no, it's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevice in this poorly constructed cabin. They brace at you at Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must ask quickly, what do you do? Shield Huntress, run and hide, grab a shashka. What's a shashka? That's the first word they throw. Shashka. I'm gonna try shashka. I'm sure it's gonna be a joke thing, but it might actually be something useful. We'll find out. Might be another word for like tchotchke. Quickly grab a shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know the shashka is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cocaine or something, can of cola or something like that. Back to the Huntress, who you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into the hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles up, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to be not the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has that ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. I mean, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd like to start a family one day. What about you? Maybe one day with the right person. There we go. Maybe one day with the right person. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You gotta make sure it's right. Hunter smiles coyly. A good answer. You never know what weirdos are out there. What were you like as a kid? Try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite soft and cute. I was so innocent we hunted to survive. Went back to the cottage and mother would tell me stories and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Whirling memories run inside your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud, Claudette and Dwight's, vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate your theory of it or totally push it off. Totally. I think you're onto something. You know what? How long have you been here? Have you remember anything at all about why you might be here? been having those dreams, seeing things. I think they're all serving some greater purpose here. Hunter reveals a strange object she stole from near the stage where tricks are performed. There's a strange symbol on it. Eat at Joe's. Oh, it's a bottle. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you before you can explain your theory. Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt you. We have a dramatic announcement.
What needs to happen back at the beach?
What could it be? What could it be? You arrive at the beach and realize you are set up. There are no big announcements at all. What we have here is good old-fashioned rivalry. Yeah, it's true. Exactly like that voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We are forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. Or on life? Also, he's holding his breath under there for the whole time, waiting for his cue. That's a commitment to a bit, if I've ever seen one.
Heard you spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, one on each continent. Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think about cozy in that snowy 10-bedroom chateau. Yeah, I said chateau. One of those pools that's like half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from inside.
Wow, Trevor is the real deal, and by real I mean really, and by deal I mean evil.
Plus, you really want to hunt for food for the rest of life? With me, you get it both ways, savagery and something to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh?
Ugh, as if. That sounds amazing. Let's go with ugh, as if. This life isn't for me, bro. I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks. Very cool. This guy's a total douche nozzle. Try hard much. It's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip in his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if you were brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is. Thanks but no thanks, or give in to anger. Given anger is in fighting back, I guess. Let's try that. How dare you think you can come here and ruin my date with Huntress? Fight Trapper, banish Trapper. Okay. Gotta play my cards right here. I don't know if I can beat him in a fight, but a fight would probably impress Huntress more than banishing him. Let's go with fight. If I die, I died for her. It's on, rich boy. You grab Huntress's hatchet and run at Trapper. Huntress thinks that's really hot. Unfortunately, Trapper is ruthless and easily kills you with a vicious swipe of his cleaver. He stands over your dying body looking at you with a hint of sorrow.
That was pretty sexy, but no one comes to the Trapper. Bye, maggot.
Game over. Try again, give up. Well, I think I'm going to play more of this game at some point, but I'm past my hour and a half. So that was very enjoyable. Let me go back to the big screen here. All right. So there we have it. That was Hooked on You. A little less cozy than I was expecting. I definitely have to put some trigger words on there, some content warnings on there. But other than that, it was obviously they had a lot of fun making this. The meta talking back and forth was very enjoyable to me. I know I liked it. It does make me actually want to play more of the Dead by Daylight game, just because I can see a little bit more of these different characters. So if you ever want to play that with us, let us know. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks again, Memento Murray. As promised, more girls. It's fine. It's fine, Murray. But we both had a very good time. No, we didn't. Okay, I did. And thank you from everybody for watching. See you next month. If you have a game that you think that you would like us to play, let us know. Post it in the comments later on, and maybe we'll take a look at it, and we'll see if we can try to do it for our next month's game stream. So see you all in September. Meantime, eat, drink, and be scary. For tomorrow, we die.